Assalamu alaikum. The day I chose my locks was a personal choice, and it was a choice that I felt was going to be between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's so many things out there that's been coming to me stating, where people have been saying to me that locks are not something for Muslims. After looking at all the things, I felt that they were not enough for me to turn away from locks. And so I had pursued something that I've always been curious about doing, and I have no regret with it. This tutorial is for women that are curious about locks, Muslim women specifically, and these will be tips on how you can actually take care of your locks, how you can face certain challenges that do come, and how it is something once you've overcome certain stages will never regret for the rest of your life. Welcome to my tip for Muslimah with locks. This is what I use for my sister locks. This is it. This is where it all begins. I'm going to begin with locking. This lock is what I use to lock my hair, which gets locked once a month. I use this right here for my scalp only, and I don't use too much, just a little bit. Coconut oil I use for my hair, on my hair when I feel like it's getting too dry. And right after I wash my hair, I use shea butter Cantu conditioner. I find that it is so wonderful. It has a very nice smell to it too. There is something that I do every morning, and that consists of these two bottles. Okay, starting with the blue. Blue is always filled with nothing but plain water, warm water, and I spray it all over my hair the moment I wake up in the morning for Fajr. And then you have the pink bottle. And the pink bottle is what I use, different herbs like rosemary, olive oil, different unique herbs I put in here. Some that makes the hair smells good and everything is what I use for these. Alright, so these are my concoctions, as some people would call it, that I use for my hair daily. Locks does not need to be cleaned as often as loose hair, and if there's anything that I can suggest to people is, if you do that, you're unraveling your locks, especially when it's just been done. So you try to find a way to keep it clean and keep it preserved at the same time. Question number 1 is, how do you maintain locks? Maintaining locks come in different stages. Healthy hair requires stimulation from the correct herbs, proper diet, and also the correct garments that has to be worn. How often do I wash my locks? I wash my locks twice a week. That would be twice a week. And there are 2 techniques. The dry technique is a technique in which I actually spray with these bottles. I will go ahead and spray my hair down with certain shampoos, leave-in conditioning shampoos, and I kind of wring it out and wash it in that order with a rag. In the summertime, you'll see me washing my hair like the regular washing, when you let it run in the shower and use soap and conditioner. Tip number 2, you have to be aware of the scarves that you use in the summertime versus the one in the wintertime. Keep your hair as breathable as possible. And the last tip would be scarves. Be careful with the scarves that you use, because scarves play a big role in your hair getting the air that it needs. Try to get scarves that are loose, that are cool material. If you do decide to use thicker material, try to use that only in the winter time, but not in the summertime. I hope these tips help. If there's any questions for anyone that is considered being a Muslimah locs, please subscribe and ask me. Until then, Assalamu alaikum.